Tempest Productions presents Fanshaw, a Christmas Advent Calendar. Window 1.
Mind if I tell you about Fanshaw?
Fanshaw?
I didn't already mention it, did I?
I don't think so.
I either have or I haven't.
Then no, you haven't.
No, I wouldn't have, now I think about it. You see, it may sound strange to you, but I think I'm only meant to tell this story once. And then...
And then? What?
And then it'll disappear.
Right.
It's like telling someone your dream and then you forget it straight away.
Oh, please. You're not going to recount a dream, are you?
It wasn't a dream. It really happened. And not that long ago.
Oh, yes.
We haven't known each other long, have we?
No, not long at all.
But I feel I ought to tell you about it. You're sure I've not mentioned it? It doesn't mean anything to you, Fanshaw, coming from my lips.
You haven't mentioned it. Like you say, we've only recently met.
True. Then, may I tell you about it?
I'm intrigued. Please do.
OK, so, right, where do I start? Well, I was quite poor at the time, struggling. No one was interested in my musical career. I don't blame them.
Me neither.
Thank you. And so I did a bit of delivery driving. Worked for a courier company.
Wait, you, a courier? I just can't see you doing that.
Once again, thank you. I'd go into the HQ in the morning and be given a bundle of letters and parcels and then deliver them. I had a list and just worked my way through. I was paid per day. It suited me. You never knew where you'd go next.
I still can't see you doing it.
You don't have to. Do you want to hear what happened next or don't you?
I do. I really do.
So, one day, just before Christmas, I got to the HQ and my boss said, "Just the one today, my love."
My love? Isn't that sexually aggressive or something?
I quite like it. He was a nice bloke. Anyway, he handed me this letter and on the front was written, Fanshaw. That's all. "Where's this going?" I asked him. He looked down his list and he said, "All I was told was that you had to deliver it to the Pen Hotel." "Where's that then?" I said.
Well, where is it? Weird name.
He didn't know, claimed he'd never heard of it. He couldn't remember where the letter had come from, who had booked it, nothing.
So?
So I just bunged it in my pocket and left. The hotel had to be listed somewhere.
And was it?
I didn't have a chance to look, because then the weirdest thing happened.
We're supposed to be going Christmas shopping, you know. We've already left it rather late.
All right. You want the unadorned version?
I do. It's nearly Christmas. You should be roving around the department stores, making unsuitable choices.
It was a bus.
What was?
I came out of the delivery centre and stood on the pavement and was totally nonplussed. Then, believe it or not, I saw a bus on the opposite side of the street and it had Pen written on the front. Just a normal bus. Can you believe that? I didn't wait to get into my car. I just ran across the street and climbed on board.
How very, very bizarre.
I know. I had no idea where it was going and how long it would take. I just trusted my instincts.
Oh, God forbid. Still, I'm quite enjoying this. What happened next? Where was this Pen Hotel?
Pen. I can't really say where it was. You know that thing when you come in from the cold? It was starting to snow, by the way. And it's all warm inside and the engine is rumbling away and there's a soft murmur of voices. Well, I fell asleep.
Very professional.
And I only woke up because the driver was shouting, "Everyone out, last stop." But there wasn't anyone else, just me. I got out.
But not before checking that there was a return service.
Oh, would you believe it? I totally forgot to ask.
Yes, I would believe that.
I'm getting a lot of carping. It's very distracting.
You're quite right. I'm sorry. I'll behave.
Then let me paint a picture for you. It was dark by then, the snow pretty thick, coming down like great white rags. I was somewhere rural, with fields to either side, woodland beyond. There was one road leading straight ahead, and it went uphill. And at the top of the hill, I could see a large building, like a big Victorian mansion type thing. All the windows were lit, and it looked quite inviting, in a forbidding kind of way.
Is that supposed to make sense? Sorry, I'm hanging on your every word.
Well, I remembered the letter in my pocket and that I had a job to do, and so I went up the hill. It was so quiet, so deserted, the snow softening every step I took. Whenever I looked behind me, I'd see my footsteps disappearing almost at once under new flurries. I've never known anywhere so detached and muffled and cut off. Sorry, you're waiting. Look at your face. In fact, look at your face.
The story, please. The hotel.
Now I've lost my thread.
The hotel woman. You were walking up the hill.
Ah, yes, so. I eventually reached the top of the hill and stood on the drive leading to the hotel's front entrance. It was a wonderful place, light streaming out through the open front door. No one around outside. There was a plaque by the door and it said Ingpen Hotel, but no porter or guests, so I went in.
And?
That's where it all goes a bit doolally. I'm not sure you're going to believe it.
We've got this far. Tell me, what happened?
Right, I walked inside and I looked around. The place was thickly carpeted and once again my footsteps seemed erased. I had this sense that everything was bigger than me, that I was the smallest of small cogs, and nothing. There was not a single person to be seen, but I could hear music and voices from elsewhere in the building, like a sedate drinks party going on without me. It's such a wistful feeling that you're always slightly out of it. I've known it all my life. Sorry, I must keep on track. I must tell you everything about that extraordinary place.
You must.
I don't want to get any of it wrong. I want you to believe this.
Why wouldn't I believe it? What happened? Tell me everything, moment by moment. I want to hear and see it through your telling.
Moment by moment. All right. I walked up to the reception desk and I saw that there was a small room behind it. The door was open and the light on. I rang the bell and heard a chair scrape back. I don't know why, but my heart was beating super fast, my hand clutching the envelope in my pocket. Then she appeared. A woman. She was wearing a purple blouse tied at the neck. Exactly what you'd expect from a hotel receptionist. And a big smile. She smiled all the time, even as she said some of the strangest things. But at that point, I knew nothing. Nothing about her or that place. I just put the envelope on the desk and I said, Fanshaw. I'm looking for someone called Fanshaw.